Ooh. All right, welcome everyone to day 348 of the Journey to 2000 ELO. There are 18 days left of this challenge. Sunday afternoon right now. You might hear a bunch of kids playing around. It's like Lord of the Flies. I'm just kidding. And we're just going to jump right into it. I've spent the last 2 hours going over all my openings. I'm compiling a little opening book. I don't know how much that'll pay off for today. I haven't really done puzzles or anything else, but you only have so much time. So we are going to be sticking with the 15-minute. We're doing better with those games. So let's get this thing started. I'm going to throw on some music for myself. Gotta have good music. Gotta. I love how the Speed Chess Championships, totally different format, and how they can like Magnus and Hans and all them, they're just listening to their music jamming out while they're playing a chess tournament. All right. Oh, I guess I should also warn the Discord server. My Discord notifications have not been working. Okay. All right. Let's jump into a game here. So theoretically, I should be no matter what I face, I should be relatively booked up. It's a little bit fresh in my mind, including my London. I guess I should have checked the other person out first. Yeah. Istanbul, Turkey. On a bit of a losing streak. But they might be resigning. A little bit cold. I don't like being cold when I'm stationary. Okie dokie. Hello, Arts for Life. Hello, Zoe. How are you guys? Okay, let's start another one. I love chess too. When I win. I love and I hate chess. Yeah, the only thing with the 15-minute pool is that it does take a little while sometimes. Joined April 2020, sorry. Yeah, looks good to me. Oh, we get a Scandinavian. The only thing I did not go over is pushing d5, but I know that line pretty well. Oh, give me the Portuguese. This line, if they go f3, is so deadly. There's so many traps. One thing I did not go over, though, is I need to go over that, actually. Let me write that down. Is the bishop e2 line. Oh, baby. Oh, boy. Over Portuguese variation, bishop e2. This is the most dangerous line. And it's dangerous because white, if they don't know it, thinks that you're just making terrible moves. Okay. See you later. Typically they back it up with c4. So I could just take towards the center. Trying to think here. I could take towards the center. And then I might be going queen b6 or e5 eventually. If I take this way, it does block my bishop in. So I'd have to fianchetto, which doesn't look amazing with this bishop here. So yeah, I think I'm going to take this way. Well, actually, what do I do here? Or I could take with a queen. And go for something like this. Or it could be aggressive and just ignore it and go knight c6, gambit. That's actually not even gambiting a pawn, but probably good because this avoids all my theory. I mean, if I take with a queen, there is some advantage to that, going for that like solid e6, c6 setup. But if I take with a queen, it does take that square away from the bishop. There's no like attacking the queen really. I'd have to go a6. And if here, bishop check, then I could just develop the knight. I think I'm actually going to do that because I want to go e6. It's a little bit awkward because my queen's blocking my bishop. Yeah, so now I probably have to go a6 to stop knight b5. But after that, I can go for a potential c6, knight b4, going for the fork. And a lot of the Scandinavian lines, that is actually very dangerous. A lot of times, like I don't go for that fried liver type attack, but it's very common in this setup. Well, that seems kind of weird because I could just hit him with b5 with tempo. This might be like a mistake. I'd like to go knight c6 and castle. That's the typical aggressive Scandinavian setup. And if I go here, it's not great for castling along. e6 seems fine, but kind of passive. It's here, if they push, then we can actually go knight b4. Okay. Any reason I would not play this? I'm going to go for knight c6. I'm more familiar with the... how's it going, Vinay? Welcome. Long castles. See, this is nice because then we get long castles, although he can't grab the pawns. That's kind of annoying. But I could chase the bishop back or even win the bishop. Like b5, bishop there. Here. And grab the bishop pair. How bad can that be? Any drawbacks to this move? I don't think so. Let's be aggressive. Grab the bishop pair. I really don't like losing the f-pawn. And I don't want to go e6 because I think in this position, e5 is better. Although that is mostly when you're long castled and you're putting pressure on the queen. How's it going, Madison? But yeah, it's probably smart of my opponent to just play d6 because it avoids... Oh, I missed that. That's not good. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, this doesn't work. None of the... Okay, that was bad. First mistake on my behalf. Maybe not the first, I don't know. I could go here, threaten the bishop. But like here, bishop back. I can go for the same idea. I'm losing that pawn, so I'm definitely going for a kingside castle in that case. I don't see anything else. This does take away that square from the knight, though. Here, go bishop back. Here, bishop back. I don't love that position. And then takes. What are my other options here? Like I could just drop the queen back, but Or just drop back to d7. That might not be too bad. Here, there, we still win the bishop. Yeah, that looks maybe better. You could retreat to defend your pawn, and then you would have to move the bishop. Yeah, I think retreating is the move here. Queen b4 just doesn't look right. Because also, after the bishop retreats, well, knight b4, oh. Here, takes, queen takes, castles, and I win that pawn, so that looks good for me. And if he just castles, I could grab the bishop pair, double the pawns. Very aggressive. That's also almost a free pawn. Now let's go for this. I don't know why I wouldn't. Well, here, takes. He can't take just yet, but if he castles, so here, takes, castles. I can't see that far ahead, but I think this is probably the move. And I'm, to be honest, not sure if I want to castle long. That's a little bit sketchy. Could I get away with castling long? I mean, it protects the pawn, puts immediate pressure on d4, and then I could even play e5. Really aggressive, but it might work. I'm expecting castles here. Castles, or I could then jump back, hit the bishop, protect the pawn. But if he castles, okay. I'm not sure about castling long. This move looks fine though. Jumping the knight back, and then if takes, I'm hitting the bishop, protecting the pawn. Then again, if I do castle long, I am threatening e5. That looks quite nice. And if he like drops the bishop back, I guess I can't really, let's see, this takes, check. Here, now that looks messy. You think so much more than me. I'm considering the same moves you are, but for all the wrong reasons. It's a 15-minute game too, so I have the time to think. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the move. The bishop drops back, I could actually throw that move in. That looks really good. And then if here takes, kind of the same thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. I mean, my knight is good there, I guess, but it was really only for attacking c2, and now like I have a centralized knight with some pretty dangerous squares. And I mean, yeah, on the next move, I don't see how he doesn't. I guess he could drop the bishop back, but that looks bad. Because he can't go there. He'd have to go bishop d2 or here. And if he goes there, then I have this move. If he were to, well, there I could just take the queen, snap that off a check, pick up the bishop. think I'm going to go for this. Here. If he goes there, queen there, I have check. Like king over. But do I trap my knight? Think for a second. Check. I need to activate my my pieces here soon. I'm almost considering throwing in first. Yeah, I could throw in e6 first because I'm threatening kind of this check here. Wait a second. Here, there. Here, because if he castles, he gets forked. He forks the queen and the rook. I've been grinding chess recently, went from 7,000 or 700 to 1,000 2 weeks. Awesome. You're doing rapid chess? Yeah, here I'm concerned about queen d2 because then takes, check. Okay, I've ruined black's king side and his castling rights. But after like something like king here, I don't actually know how I get my knight back. I'd have to calculate more. Like, let's just say king here. Or no, sorry, here, there, check, here. C4 is impossible. Okay, either e6 or this immediate knight jump. This is hanging if I move my knight too at some point. If I wanted to just play really solidly, I could go bishop d6, try to trade off, and have a nice big center. How's it going, noob? Good luck. Okay. E6. He can't castle. What else does he have? Could try to trade. But again, I still have this move. It's just that I'm going to start with E6. I don't see any like immediate. Here, there. Takes. That just, yeah, that would look bad for white, I think, doubling the pawns. Yeah, our opponent is a 1917 from Italy. But I do prefer my position for what it's worth. I'm a little bit worried about blundering or not converting this right, but I think black might be at least slightly better. Because I definitely have more pressure. Like the king is going to have a hard time castling. He gave me that tempo with b5. What if I threw that in? Does that do anything? Probably not. But here I was just going to think about like bishop d6, trade off. This still doesn't, I mean, I guess he could play that, but I could go h5. Here, there. That looks really aggressive. But kind of premature before castling, because like here, there, let's say, that would probably be bad. So what if I went? Or I have c5. But c5, maybe goes c4. Here, there. Takes is bad. Okay, maybe I made a mistake here. I gotta start playing a little bit faster as well. What do I do after c4? I actually don't love... Here, takes, does open up my rook, I guess. Okay. I just gotta make a move here. c6? I don't know about that. Why c6? My thinking here, though, is just like, okay, if he trades the bishops off, I have a nice center. And, well, about it. Unfortunately, this whole knight e3 doesn't work anymore. I'm not sure if it ever was a good idea, though, because if I'm not going to, like... All right, so takes, gonna go c4, maybe? But now I can castle in the next move. All right, I could go here. Does he have anything? Like, he can't, it's kind of forcing, honestly. If he went there, I grab the rooks. Let's not blunder anything, please. Here, takes, castles. I'm gonna do it. Now it feels pretty even. The position feels pretty even. I think I had more initiative with the whole knight e3 idea. Maybe it was worth it. It would have probably been sacking the knight with check. Like I would have lost the knight, I think, but for taking away the castling rights from the king and a pawn. Now I could go here to threaten the fork. Here. I could also just go rook c8. I could castle. I could be uber aggressive, or not aggressive, but just like king d7. This I feel like is good. It kind of forces white to make some decisions. It does have a threat. He has to go h4, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, I guess he doesn't. Okay, here. I might go there. No, I could take about probably rook c8 is like the clinical move to just totally stop c4 first, and then king d7. He goes there. All right, well, I have a little bit of a disadvantage on the time here, but I'll try to start playing faster. It's funny, if I had both rooks here, I could go knight d3. But yeah, I think I'm going to centralize my king. This is pretty solid. The knight can't jump in here all that easily. Yeah, okay. I think I made a mistake. I should have kicked the knight. Here, check. But if he takes that... Oh, shit, this is bad. Okay, I'm getting forked. Is there... Oh, God. Here takes... Wait, no, he gets in trouble if he does that. I'm going to tempt my opponent into doing that. Right? Here takes there. He has no checks. And on the next move, I'm going to go for it. Like, I guess he could throw rook e4 in. That would be... but rook e4, I could actually go knight d3. Yeah, this is not great because it's pretty sharp, and it's going to come down to whoever takes more time to like. Okay, that looks weird. Now we can just double up. Like the knight has no good squares to go to. I don't see the point of that move actually. Here. I'm gonna just take the opportunity, I think, to. I could also go d5. I'm gonna double the rooks up. So if I do, there is still the threat of knight d3 he might not see. He kicks the knight with g3. I don't think it's worth giving a check. I think moving back should be okay. So what do we have here? I mean, I have an active king. I have a pretty good pawn structure. Not too many weaknesses as of yet. I have some nice pawns that are restricting the knight. I will have pressure down the c-file soon here. That just blunders on the spot, I'm pretty sure. Knight or bishop? Knight. You kidding me? Look at that knight. Nah, I mean, like normally bishops. I don't know if you guys have watched the Sultan Khan, the Indian. He was like posthumously awarded Grandmaster. He was, there's a bunch of videos on him. He was around like in 1920s and stuff. Anyways, he like learned Indian chess. I think he was pretty good at it because then he went on to beat Capablanca. He beat, I can't remember who else. Anyways, I was watching a video on his style and how to play like him, and it's all about the bishops. Like he would just snipe with the bishops. You'd always try to keep the bishops. This looks pretty good. But then again, if I take here, no, that doesn't work. Let's not think too much about it. Although here, it's kind of in a way helps his king develop. I don't really care. I'm going to up the exchange. I just need to convert now. Huh? What? Oh, mouse slip. My opponent messaged me. I mean, I was up the exchange either way, but white still could have been tricky. I was down to 2 minutes, so it was definitely possible to. I would have kept playing if I were white, for example. Maybe not after the mouse slip there, but it just meant an extra pawn for me. A little desperado move. So yeah, the Portuguese variation, if they go, it's very normal, like c4 holding onto the pawn. This line is so deadly because it looks stupid. White is just like, wow, what the hell is black doing? Like they have no idea what they're doing. They're just playing like blitz, but it's super dangerous. And black's actually already a little bit better here. So it's not just like just a trap. It's so fun though. So fun. So many traps, so many forced mates. But we didn't get that. My opponent played d6, which is a blunder. But I thought it's fine. At least it avoids theory. It looks like queen d6 was the best move there. Really? Just wants me to go back here. Oh, mama. I thought a6 was fine, but maybe not. b5 is no good. Wants castles. Yeah, long castles here. It's really the idea with this setup. You long castle, you go e5, and you just got so much pressure. Okay. Oh, here, I'll switch the You guys can see the eval bar, I guess. Let me just see really quick. What was my... I had 89.4 accuracy, so it's a pretty clean game. I'm telling you, since I started playing the 15-minute games, I've consistently had like 85 to 90% accuracy or more. And I just prefer it. Like, I prefer playing better chess. And if I'm going to play fast, then I'll go play 3-minute blitz, because I'm just not a fan of the 10-minute stuff. Unless forced. Okay, anyways, we get here. Looks like my queen idea was good. Oh, I'm curious, though, at this point. G6, no. Okay, so this doesn't work. Knight E3 doesn't work. Okay, G6? Really? I'm going to defeat caro, okay. All right, we get here. Okay. Luckily, I found this. Thank God. Takes. We have this, and that all but loses on the spot. Quite frankly, and the knight's trapped. Wow. So the knight's trapped, and on the next move, we would be threatening rook takes G2 check. Okay. Here, what I was thinking, and it would have been very possible, is like, let's say, I don't know. Let's say white plays. We'll actually just take that pawn, but let's say they do something. I don't know, just some random move. Go here. I was going to, or let's say like this. I was going to throw in that sneaky little move. But anyways. Okay. So we get the win. Let's go again. All right, here we go. Next game. Sip of coffee. Thank you, Donkey. Oh, we got a strong opponent. 2021 from Germany. London. But it's fresh in my head, baby. It's fresh. Right up there. Unless they had played... I'm trying to think if there are any London lines I did not go over today. What I find so difficult with the London and like really memorizing theory is that it's all so similar. It's so boring and similar. Okay, typically here I just like to trade the bishops off, but I think that it's more accurate to go knight f3, and then if they play e6, we go here. There's a little trap we could try. So let's try this, because there is a trap that can be played here, I believe. Although if they go something like knight h5, it's like I immediately am, I don't know. I'm out of theory there. But I'm okay. So now we go here. And I'm hoping for e6. Then we go queen a4, and then we have this bishop a6 move. It's brutal. Because this is very normal. They might go for like, it's a typical ideal e6, offer, you know, bishop d6, offer to trade the bishops. And this is a nasty trap. But I typically, yeah, okay, so we're already going for this. Go here, there, takes. It's got to be queen b3, I'm thinking. Queen b3, c4, then we just take here. Maybe they get that. They get the queenside like pawn storm. It should still be fine though. I think this is still theory. Like no one's winning or losing. I would have preferred going into a line that I know, though. Okay. I almost think that taking on c5 is a move. I could also go queen takes here, bishop b5. Not sure how good that does, but I am threatening knight e5 on the next move. Usually don't want to take, but let's just see here. Takes here, and I mean, if I stick a bishop there on b5, that could work out pretty well because this bishop's never getting back there. Although I really typically don't like when they have that diagonal, but takes, bishop b5. He could long castle, probably be a reasonable move. Or I could just go like bishop e2. Very quiet. I don't think I want to play d takes c5, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Even then, though, if I go 95, I think, can you not just long castle? No, that would drop a pawn. I mean, there's a threat here, but I think that my opponent's going to see it. Otherwise, I was thinking, well, how bad can, like, a4 be? Just anchor my bishop in there and freeze those weak pawns. Because typically, you know, I think you don't typically take because it activates your opponent's rook and you go, like, a3, but if that, like, doesn't work necessarily, then black's pawn structure is just worse. But I have to prove it. Wow. All right, so I could castle. Oh, I could grab the bishop right here. Yeah, no. Well, let's see here. Bishop c2. I cannot attack it. I could take, but that. Oh, actually, whoa, hold on. Here, here, here. How does he defend that? Let's say takes 95, king. Oh, he can't actually defend it all that easily because if he goes there, I take. Takes 95. If you were to go bishop g6 to protect, then I just have this check, and then I could always hop back. So that looks good for me. But let's just say takes 95, and like king here is impossible. King there loses on the spot. It looks good enough for me. I hope I'm not missing something here. If he takes, probably just take back. The threat is still the same because like takes here, and then he can attack my knight. Oh, then I could actually take on d4, hit the bishop. That actually looks okay too. I'm expecting black to try to play something tricky now. And the only thing I'll have to be careful about in this game is like he might start storming his pawns and try to create a passer over here. It takes. bishop's really passive. He can't get out. And if you were to go rook there, probably just go back, then takes. Yeah. Not going to think too much about this move. I was thinking about king e2. Nah, it's probably bad though, because after c4 he's threatening. We could try to weaken black's structure here. Or we could even think about, no, that doesn't work. Here, f6, back here. F6, that's not good because it traps takes away the square from my knight. And my knight has no other squares. I could also, I don't think I want to do that. That doesn't work. So just drop the bishop back. I guess I'll just give up my dark square bishop. Because here, f6. Do you use shampoo? Yeah, but not nearly as often as when I had hair. When I still have hair, I just don't grow it out. I have some hair. Well, I mean, I'm a pawn up. I have to be, oh boy. I was afraid of that. Yeah, that could be an issue. My knight's getting trapped. Ah, come on, there's got to be some way out of here. Takes, you could even take with a bishop. If takes, pawn takes, like where am I going? Here, takes, there. That's the only way that I save my knight. Takes here, because he's going to take with a pawn, not the bishop. If he takes with a bishop, then I can just drop the, I mean, it ruins my pawn structure, but yeah. Yeah, that's an idea too. But I gotta play my own idea. Wouldn't be fair. Takes. Pawn takes. Here. What if bishop's there? Eek, that's kind of sketchy. My knights are... I gotta go with my idea. It'd be... I'd feel bad. It'd be like basically cheating if I... That is... I think b4 is the best move though. Because if I do get in b5, that knight is now a monster. He's never coming out of there. But we'll see, because what I'm worried about is pawn takes, knight here, and then bishop c2. Yeah, here, bishop c2, there. It's like, ugh. because the knight is still stranded. These knights would be totally dependent on each other. He could try to like... This still doesn't work, I guess. Oh, but now, maybe I can now. Let's see, takes here. There. B4. Obviously, if you move the king or try to attack the knight, that's just good for me because I could follow with A4. Let's see here. B4 takes. Oh, and if he takes, I can just swing back this way as well. B4. I just do not like the look of that. So let's go B4. No, I think... Really? Is he going to be able to... Let's see. Because here, he can't really attack me. And I can follow up with A4. Now I have 2 pass pawns. Now I can castle. Unfortunately, okay, this bishop... See, this is what I hate. I hate that bishop on F5. Are there tactics here? Yeah, probably. Bishop takes. Here, bishop takes. Dude, this bishop is so annoying. I can't even begin to describe to you. Here, takes. There, I guess. That's one way to save my knight. Here, takes. There. I could go... So I don't think I'm making out of this. If A4, he can take tactics, and that just looks bad for me. And if he can't ever push, let's go for this. No need to castle. Yeah, I probably won't be castling at this point. I'll probably be going like king d2, but we'll see. I'm concerned about the bishop coming around. Oh no, this is totally wait, no, oh, Jesus Christ. Here he pushes, but then there. Can he attack something else? Can he throw in another move? Here. There. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, because here he just wins a piece. I don't see any other move here. It's got to be... Yeah, it's got to be this. It's probably... I think this is losing now. I would never have thought that... taking that pawn on c6 would get me in so much trouble. I must have messed something up here. Oh my god. Okay, this is just over. Let's just fucking castle. Yeah, now I'm tilted. I'm tilted because I'm pretty sure I had a slight advantage in the opening, and somehow black found a way to... Fuck, why did I not see that the knight was trapped? I'm just gonna have to go for... Here, rook over. here, rook there. Takes, rook there. Takes, got nothing. I mean, I almost like this better than letting black activate the other rook. Takes. Oh no, sorry. Here, rook b8. Takes. Here, I'm just like dead lost. I can't trade pieces. Yeah. It's too bad. There. Can even go like rook takes, bishop takes. Takes. This is lost. I'm playing on just because you never know, but a piece down. You reached 2,000 elo in 1 month. I wonder what rating you started at. King f6 is a waste. Find me a better move here. It's activating the king because nothing else is. Trading down is just a terrible idea. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's losing anyways, but. No, I could not have because you can just take. A4, he takes. Like, that's just losing. I just trade down all the pieces, which you're not supposed to do. Knight c6? What are you guys on drugs? I'm going to try to be annoying and stubborn. Maybe I'll go here, there. Because if pawn I rook, you can take with the knight. We'll look at it afterwards. I don't think a4 works. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Either way, like, yeah, there's probably like best moves in this position, but for sure, like, trading down is not the way to go, because it's just going to make it easier to convert for black. It's best to play tricky, even if it's not necessarily sound. So like here, I could give a check, and then bishop takes, but I have this pass pawn, I guess. Don't know if I want to actually encourage trades at all. Could just go here as well. Or I can be annoying. There. there. I think I'm going to be annoying. The only issue is here, bishop back. And he'd be threatening that on the next move. I guess I could move over. I'm going to be annoying. I don't want to trade. I was going to do that, but I don't want to trade. Like, because if I were black, I just take the knight. Even if I have those two outside pass pawns, I'm never going to get them down. All right. I'm just going to be annoying. That's like my only plan here. When it's dead lost, I'll give up. $1,200 to 2,000. I'm just going to say it. I don't buy it. You would not believe the amount of people on like my chess Discord server alone who I don't even know what I was going to say. Yeah, I can't push. This is probably resignable soon here. I go there so they can just take. I'm just gonna make a random move. I'm actually gonna tempt him to take. Go king here. I really want to take the H pawn because then I can like really be annoying. Oh, but he can just go bishop there, and that would be like game over. Yeah. Bishop there. Respect. He's gonna just trade down and simplify. But I'm gonna make him prove it. It's for sure over. But I'm a bastard and I don't resign until I'm like, okay, there's literally no chance of someone messing this up. Here he pushes, takes. That looks bad. I guess he's just gonna try to work his king over here. He's putting me in zugzwang. Here takes. Here takes. Yeah, it's not really any moves. There. The E3 pawn, fine. It does create two passers, but at this point. Step number 2, sack all the pawns, hope for a stalemate. $72 viewers, holy cow. Right when I am playing a completely losing position. Welcome, everyone. Now here's where you start playing really, really fast, because maybe they start playing fast and accidentally stalemate you. I don't think my opponent's going to do that. It's more the 10-minute pool that would do that kind of thing. Oh, I'm going for stalemate. Nah. The fact, see, like, here is why I will probably resign, because I see that my opponent's actually thinking, and so he's not going to stalemate me, and I want to play one more game. Let's say GG. Okay, let's take a look at this this bad boy, because I was definitely... No, it looks like it's actually pretty even, and then I just... That knight takes c6 didn't work. What? No, I'm never doing that. I'm never playing that line. But what's some of the other moves here? D takes, or there's bishop takes B. Ooh, what's this? Usually when there's a bishop sack like this, it's something very spicy. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we just go here, and then we play for this. I'm going to need to go over this line again, because... what's the idea here? Bishop b5 check. Knight b to d7. b4. All right. First time watching here. Game looked interesting. People getting 2K in 1 month. Guys, yeah, no one's getting 2K. No one's going from 1,200 to 2,000 in 1 month. I'm sorry. Like, 1,200 to 1,600 in 1 month would be already, like, amazing. I am not changing my openings just yet. See, until I reach 2,000, probably. Okay, what happened here? What the hell happened here? And how did... So at some point, I messed up. So yeah, b4 here doesn't work. Was it... What else was I going to do here? e4. And if takes... Knight c4. Okay, so if the king or anyone comes after the knight... See, this is what I was looking at originally. But, like, what happens after, let's just say, I don't know, here... Oh, I guess this looks pretty mean, actually. Long castles? No. Oh, no, there's a fork. Okay, so I'm threatening the fork. Let's say, then, what's the best move here? King c7. I was just wondering, like, can't he just... No, I guess not, because the knight can go back. So... And if bishop takes... Long castles. Long castles. Holy moly. Oh, wow. This is all crazy. This is insane. This was my way to escape. To save my knight. So yeah, because at this point, I'm already losing. b4 didn't work. So I missed bishop d3. Oh well. The rest of the game isn't really worth looking at. It was a strong opponent. And honestly, there just wasn't much to do there. Like, I thought that was a good decision going with that knight takes, but I never would have thought the knight gets trapped. The hell's a ballistic opening? The ballistic opening. Block the bishop with his own pawn. Oh, yeah. It's taking forever. It's just loading in case you guys are like, what the hell's going on here? Switch the view. Can everyone still hear me? Should still hear the audio and stuff. Everyone tell me if you cannot hear the pieces moving on the board. This has been happening to me lately. It's really annoying. Wow, this is taking a long time. Play e4. No way in hell. I'm not booked up on e4. I used to be an e4 player, but if it were blitz, I would say, yeah, sure. Also, like, literally every viewer, like, once per stream, I get someone saying, you should do this opening, or you should play this opening. And I'm like, if I were to listen to every single person telling me to switch openings, I would be like a clown. I am moving on October 27th, on Sunday. So if any of you guys find yourself in, or yourselves in France, in Paris, reach out to me. I'm going to be organizing some cool chess nights, events, tournaments. Go king f3, if pawn d5, you go pawn e4. Now that I can do. Oh, I don't want to play against the English. That's what I need to go over. I hate playing against d4, except for now I have some new openings, some tricky games against d4. But typically like d4, d5, I hate it. The only thing I hate more is the English. I love e5. What the fuck is this? I'm hoping this is like a tricky gambit or something, because this looks awful. What's going on? Oh, whoops. Let me, hold on. God damn it. Sorry, guys. Here's what's happened thus far. We got queen a4 on the board. I'm thinking just knight here. Because you can't, also, I don't know what the idea is here, just to stop the D pawn from moving, but this just looks bad. But you have to be careful, because this could be like some tricky opening. All right. Is he gonna go for something crazy? Otherwise, I'm just gonna go knight f6. Because I also have plans of my own. Here, maybe he wants to like. I'm gonna go knight f6 anyways. A3, B4. Are you talking about for white? That doesn't, I mean, A3, okay, but if like B4 just doesn't work, if they prepare it, that's bad. That just looks bad. I'm sorry. If they have to like prepare A3 and then go B4, there's no way that's good. All right. I could go D5 myself. Tanks. And then that looks, it's kind of like a, it's like the reverse Sicilian. I don't play the Sicilian, and I don't like playing against the English, but I know that D5 is typically an idea here. Takes. I'm gonna go for it. Looks kind of weird giving up the D pawn for the C pawn, but I don't know, man. It's played in the Sicilian. Stop overthinking things. Guys, this is a 15-minute game. You're telling me to play fast? That's your advice? That's awful advice. Players nowadays, man, like online chess, no one, unless people go play like over the board tournaments, no one learns how to like think and calculate. If this were a 10-minute rapid game, like I would kind of understand, because you do have to, it's more blitz than it is anything else. What? This is a 2057 from India too. By the way, let's check out the profile. I forgot to do that. Oh, great. Joined February 2024. Pretty new. Wait. Okay, that's not looking great. I don't know if you guys can see this. 71% win chance. There's only 24 games, and they have won the last how many games? And they were playing another cheater. Or I shouldn't say another cheater, but this is not looking great for me. Fuck. Okay, they full on just went for a fork. So if they start playing, like, this is just awful. I don't know what's going on. So if they start playing like a god after this, I'm going to be taking note. Is there anything I'm missing here? I mean, guys, my recommendation is just do not play against any accounts that were created. If they're like a 1900 or 2000 and they made their account in 20, like the last few months, it's much more likely that you're facing a cheater when their account's made and like really recently. And what we see right now is that they're playing awful. They literally, this is a 2050 who just blundered a fork. But if they start playing like crazy all of a sudden, that's also a bad sign because no good cheater like just plays 100%, top engine moves, or you're going to get banned immediately. They play like shit in the beginning sometimes, and then they turn on the computer. Anyways. Well, I'll take the knight, I guess. Maybe. I hope I'm wrong. It's not looking great. 70-something% win chance. That's already pretty amazing. So you're going to go like here. So I can't go 94, although I would love to. I bet if I go here, he's going to go c5. If takes. But then I might have a Greek gift. Let's try it out. I'm going to castle in the next move anyways. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look great. They opened the account in February 2024. They don't have they don't play anything other than Rapid. And their they only have 24 games too. And they're 71% win chance. Like, I don't think you guys realize that's remarkable to have 71% win chance. It's less astounding only being like 24 games, but like statistically, like I'm more likely to lose here, even though my opponent just full on blundered. I mean, here, thanks. There. I want to unpin so I can jump the knight into e4. How bad can that be? There. Because a5, like, let's see. I can't take because this is pinned. I'm just going to go bishop d7. Can't I go here anyways? Queen back to d1. Doesn't really do much though. Now maybe just castle. I want to break open the center because, now I could go a6 and think about going here. The immediate discovery doesn't seem like it's necessary. No. White's got a big center. That's one thing I don't like. If I go e4, he pushes. Oh, wait, e4, if he pushes, then I can snap the pawn off. Yeah, I don't like the center. I want to break it apart immediately. And this happens to work, I think, because if they push, I can just take. Yeah, I agree. You don't just do a discovered attack just because, just to do it. But this, I mean, now I could go a5, or I could go bishop f5. Bishop f5. Pawn is doing a good job restricting the knight, at least. And if takes, like, bishop takes, bishop here, or I could go here, takes, knight takes, bishop there. Part of me wants to, like, jump the knight in and go for the throat, but I don't think that works. And if I just take, like, bishop takes, could go here, but then, like, bishop goes back, or this. Or maybe queen e7. Queen e7 takes, knight takes, there. Let's, here, what if he starts expanding? Or I could go a5. Takes. I'm an overthinker, that's right. Overcalculating. You guys heard him. Oh, the bishop is going to get trapped. Well, fuck, that was a mistake. Because here I get forked. Yeah, this was bad. I think I just have to go back. As dumb as that looks, that was a mistake. Jesus. Save time for endgame and become Magnus, bruh. So playing faster isn't such bad advice now, is it? Guys, 6 minutes is still plenty of time. It's increment as well. To each his own. Some people, a lot of people actually play extremely fast. And I would argue, and I think most strong players would argue, unless you're like consistently losing on time, which I do like in 10-minute rapid game, but that's why I'm playing a 15-minute. I haven't lost. Okay, I got to do something about this queenside expansion happening here. It's here. I'm just going to chuck this pawn because I don't like what's happening on the queen side. I think people are obsessed about cheating because there's a lot of cheating happening. Jesus Christ. I might sack at some point, just give back material, but it's here, there. What if I went? That's probably insane, but I don't think that's a good move. But here, there. If he pushes, I might do this. I'll just try to sack some material back, even though... Just gotta be careful, because like here, takes. Jesus Christ. I'm getting suffocated. He doesn't need to take, though. He could just play this. And then takes. Like, what's happening right now? Here, there. My bishop still kind of gets fucked up. I'm going to do it. I'm losing anyways, I can tell. We'll look at the game afterwards, but it's a little bit fishy to me. What? Takes. What? What is the point of... I guess it makes sense just trading further, but... Takes, I'm threatening that. But he's going to push. He's going to go c6, and then takes. Oh my god, dude. Bishop takes, c6, pawn takes, and I'm losing that bishop. So I need to throw this move in. I guess. Snap the rook so that c6 doesn't work the same. Now takes. Here. Yeah, I mean, you should castle, but that rule can be broken. And in fact, I often do break it, and I like it. It depends, though. It depends on the position. Check. I'm going to throw that move in. Okay, takes, bishop takes. I can castle, but maybe like takes. Here is actually better. Maybe it's actually better just to take and then grab. Okay, let's see. This isn't possible. This isn't really possible. I'm just kind of worried about the rook coming over, but... Also, if I bring the rook over... Well, no, I don't think he can take on h7. Okay, these are covered for now. Yeah, the queen side will be too weak. Okay, takes. He gets another big center here. And he's just going to move over. What if I just don't? I kind of have to take. My bishop doesn't have any moves. I mean, I'm a pawn down. Here, puts pressure on the bishop. You can always just... King there. Here, king there. There. Or I was thinking about this. Jesus. He also has bishop b5. Yeah, I don't know. Jesus Christ, dude. Takes, king takes. I mean, same color bishops. This should probably be just a bra. Bro, play fast, you're gonna lost. Yeah, let's just trade down. Because this is same color bishops. If I could get a draw, I'd be happy. Yeah, you're right, actually. Typically, you can't take there because of g6, but then it can go g8, so that's a problem. Remember, this is a 10-second increment, so I get increment every move. Do I go f5? Can't go back. He's forced to go back that way. Sure. Now, what the hell do I do about that pawn cluster? Here he pushes. I need to get access to d6, so here if he pushes, and if he takes, oh god, that looks bad though. Here, takes. But aren't I winning that? Pawn by force here. Sure. Get bishop b5 after bishop g8. Of course. Jesus Christ. Takes. This comes with check, unfortunately. Here, check. I'm sure that is probably bad for me. Takes. If here he pushes. Just don't see anything. Can't move. And if I push here, check. There. Takes. Like, I'm sure. Fuck it. No, I don't think taking's good because it comes. Takes. It takes it with check. Check. Here. There. It takes. Although I could. They're here. Takes here. No, because takes here, there. Let's try it. I think this is like my only. That's the only thing that I'm seeing to try to break up these pawns. If he pushes, he's gonna move the king down. Right. Takes, bishop takes, king there. I'm just losing. This is just lost. C6. After that, it's a free pawn. This d takes c6. Here, there, we would be able to take, but he's not going to do that. He's going to go here. And I'm just like dead lost. If takes, yeah. Needless to say. Okay. Check. Just to make sure the king doesn't get to g6, but he can just cover up probably. It's probably winning. You don't think there's a point in playing this anymore? I don't know about that. My opponent's playing very well, but it's one pawn. White is one pawn up in a same color. Like it could be very draw. It's just that they're playing very well. I mean, yeah, it saves you time, but I'm telling you guys, the amount of games that I've actually won or drawn because I didn't resign right away, until you get to like, I don't know, like 22, 2300. And this is not even coming from me. It's coming from like grandmasters and other really strong players and streamers. Like, don't resign. Because you're basically counting on your opponents converting and playing really well. And that's the whole thing, is that even like 2000s are like, I feel like learning how to really convert. And until it's like happening all the time, like what does it hurt playing on? I mean, it just spends time, but this is going to be my last game anyways. He's having to think. Yeah, I mean, you can just come in here. For some reason, I thought that wasn't possible. And the problem is if here he pushes. Here, there, there. I'm trying to be tricky, because if he ever pushes, I'm going to take. He can't protect. If he pushes, I'm going to take. But holy cow. Yeah, this is... I can't... I could move the bishop up at all, but I can't. Yeah, this is done. Bishop d3, one move earlier. Instead of bishop g6. Trapping my own bishop. Oh, God. Okay, I'll probably resign here. I don't have a stream schedule. No, not at the moment. It's a little bit too irregular at the moment, but I might at some point. When I move to France, I'm going to be able to do multi-streaming. So I'll be streaming on like Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. All right. Definitely curious about this game. So my opponent, you guys can't see this. Hold on. My opponent played with 94.2% accuracy, one blunder, everything else was flawless. 40 of the best moves. Let's take a look at this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say it right, like flat out. I'm super suspicious here. A 2050 blunders of pawn fork. That's very unlikely. Oh, it's not unlikely, but it's unlikely to do that. And then let's look at the rest of the game and how well they played. Because my guess, almost everything else is the best move. And I'm actually going to do like, I'm going to look at it this way. I don't know how much of this you guys will be able to see, but I'm looking at the engine so I can see Stockfish's top moves. You know, because Black's winning here. Black is like 3 points, almost 4 points up. And I played like shit, that's for sure. But as soon as I saw these E3, I was like, oh God, okay. D4 is the second best move. Long castles is next best. A5. C5 is top move. Not that hard to find, but D5 also not that hard to find, but obviously it's the best move. Knight B4. Here's my knight B4 mistake. My desperate. And wait, what's happening? A takes B4. A takes B4. Bishop takes. This is the move that kind of surprised me because it's the top engine move, okay, but it just seemed kind of weird, like, until I realized, oh, takes, and he wants to go there. And I'm, wait, oh, this is still losing? Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Bishop takes, pawn takes. And then we throw in the check. Okay, I could have found that. That was probably pretty silly. And then, oh, that's a miss. Okay, king b1. Ah. Bishop g4. Wait, what? Bishop g4 check. Okay. This would actually be mate in 5. Huh. But so I guess I misplayed this. I don't know what would have been the best move here. Queen e4 check. Yeah, because that's what happens. So he probably would have. Anyways, okay. Okay. Bishop d3. Knight f3. Like, the thing is, a lot of these moves are pretty nothing crazy, but I'm curious to see like the end game. I didn't really see a better move here. Rook e1. So he let me. That was also kind of strange. He let me give the check. King d2. f5. King e3. Okay, he's activating his king. g4. So g4, it's the top engine move. That one is not the easiest. It's not like unfindable, but it looks, yeah, it looks challenging. One move for me here, you can let him take on h7 because we have bishop b5. I mean, if I went like, what's the best move here? b5. Is that what you're talking about? And then I can get access to the d6 square. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we get this. King e4. Again, that's pretty normal, but king e5. Yeah, at this point, the rest of it is just kind of converting. Like, it's pretty much dead lost, but still, it's like, I mean, opponent plays some. Oh, this is actually theory, apparently. Queen a4. But blunders a fork. And then basically for the rest of the game plays the best move. I certainly didn't help him. But the thing is, it's not easy to play well when your opponent is playing every one of every best move. Like, am I wrong here? Let's look at this. There is only... there were only 7 excellent moves, 3 good moves. So there was only 1 blunder, and then basically everything else was either the top or second best engine move. And I do see it. I was looking at the engine just to see, like, although there was no like crazy move where I'm like, what? Like some insane, brilliant move. He almost never. Oh yeah, let's get the time too. It's kind of hard with the increment because you have the 10-second added every single time. So up until here, let's see, 42. Like, it took some time and played a terrible move, and then yeah, he took a lot of time there and blundered. So the dude spent like, how many seconds? Let's see, it's 42. More or less, was it like 30 seconds? And blundered a fork. And then, fuck, I forgot to look at the profile, and I would have just aborted, probably. I would have just been like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Because although you could be wrong, it's like, whatever, you just abort, you know, that person doesn't play you. Anyways. almost immediately. 24, 29. And then he's telling me to play faster because I'm going to lose. Probably just because he wanted to, like, smash me faster and move on to the next chump. I'm curious, are they playing right now? They're playing. Let's see how this game's going. Yeah, because it's super typical cheating. You throw the opening to throw off your accuracy, I guess, and to not be so obvious, and then they start playing like insanely. So far, okay, so far, black, they're playing black, and they're already losing almost. White has an advantage. I can't see if these are the best moves or not. Hold on. I'm going to boot up an analysis to analyze next, because you can't actually analyze during the game. Connection was lost because chess.com, I'm going to freak out. Are they going to think I'm cheating because I'm watching someone and analyzing at the same time? I don't want to be a collaborator. Never mind. Okay, so they're starting to come back. Like the only to one mistake, maybe the move is bishop one step front, back. What? Bishop one step front or back, so he just kept it there by mistake. Oh. It's possible. It's possible, but that's not the only thing that's fishy. Unfortunately, just the simple fact of, I mean, guys, like, account made in 2024, and they're granted, there is only 25 games. It's not a huge sample, but they've won 72% of those games. Like at my best, when I've been on a crazy win streak, right? Like I've gotten maybe 60, 65, but like only for like a 7-day span, you know, play 25 games, and he's playing, you know, very well, but could be wrong. But yeah, I just prefer, I don't prefer playing against accounts that were made recently, because the odds that you're facing a cheater are so much higher than if you're facing someone who like made their account, you know, 4 years ago, or like let alone 10 years ago. Are they still playing? Did it pause the... Here, let's close the other windows out. I mean, this is a little bit more of a complicated position, sort of. And black has equalized. So it started off like white had a little bit of an advantage here. Super uncomfortable as well. It doesn't look very fun to play as black. Why didn't he castle long? I would have thought to castle long there anyways. Rook D to E8? What? No, I'm done for today. I actually have to leave soon. I should probably leave soon. But I'm going to do something really quick. But I guess... What engine does Lichess use? I can't remember. Learn... Where's the analysis board? Tools, analysis board. Okay, so... I'm just curious. Is E4, E5... There's a perk defense. E4, E5. We're going to flip the board here. You guys probably won't see all of this, but here. Nah, it's fine. You guys don't. Damn it, how do I flip the board on Lead Chess? I never play on Lead Chess. Why do they make it so complicated? Flip board. Okay. So we got a perk defense. How do we go back now? Ah! Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, this should all be theory. Perk defense is very theoretical. Wait, what? Takes. What's happening? Why is... Wait, what am I missing here? Oh, knight c6 first. Okay. Knight c6. Takes. Queen here. Knight there. Bishop here. Knight there. And then, is it knight out? Okay. Like up until this point, this is probably all just theory. That move was strange. I would doubt that that's theory, but maybe we could be wrong. Here. Does anyone know the perk? Does anyone... Or sorry, the Petrov? Is this like theory? Because I would not think to play bishop b4, let my opponent take and take back with the knight, unless it were like theory. Okay, so we got this. Castles. Which, yeah, I don't know why the guy didn't castle short, but castle's short. And then best move is to take the knight. And then takes, knight out. Here. Wait, something's wrong. No, that looks right. Takes, knight out. So here, takes. Knight a5, best move. Bishop back. Bishop e6. But like not unfindable. Opponent does not play the best move. They played rook e1. Long castles is best. Kind of makes sense though. This is what was weird. Long castles. What do they play? Long castles. C3. Oh. Where's the where are the lines? I can't see. Show more lines. I want all 5 lines, baby. Okay. So no. Rook. Both are the same. Rook d to e8. Like that move just looks kind of strange to me. Why wouldn't, like I would think, okay, well I'm just gonna, well I guess that drops the pawn. Okay. Anyways. And then here. Sorry, you guys are like, he's going on a witch hunt, but I don't care. G6. Opponent does not play the best move. They play rook e to c8, followed by bishop c4. Top move. Takes. Rook e1. Right, like that's okay. Rook e1. Rook there, bishop there. Rook here, bishop there. Doubles up, fair enough. Takes. King over. Okay. B5, top move. What? Okay, that also is like, what the hell is that move? Rook over, rook a6, letting them give you the check. And he didn't go for it though. He played rook e2. So here, rook e2, which is seems very passive. Okay, I guess rerouting the knight. Knight b6 is the top move. Bishop e7. Okay. So yeah, knight d5 is best. Knight takes, rook there. That looks like a reasonable, you know, it's just like, penetrate on the 7th rank. So, okay. Knight takes, rook here. Rook takes. Pretty obvious there. G2, A5. A5. D5. Sorry. Rook takes. So you see, guys, like this, I mean, everything is the top first or second move, whereas an equally strong opponent, this 2055, he's not playing the top moves. He's playing like good moves, and it kind of makes sense to me, but he's not playing like consistently the top move. Like here, rook takes is actually not the best move. Here, it wants d5. And like, that'd be crazy. Like, what's the, you're just giving the pawn up? Am I missing anything here? D5, but he didn't play that. He just took the pawn, which, you know, like any human would probably think to do. Like, okay, I'm going to start taking up the pawns. B4. At this point, yeah, I guess he's just, whoa. And then he just like kind of loses it. Is this game over yet? No, they're still playing. So let's watch this unfold. Because I want to get the like the accuracy and the analysis afterwards. And then I'm going to call it and get on with my day. Okay, this is a little bit boring, but let's look at the rest of the, where were we? We were here. B5. B5. So yeah, B5's best. Takes B4. And then they blundered. So like, okay. Takes. Check. Now this is interesting too. Check. Best move is king b7. Why? I don't know why. I would think to just go king c7, but they went king b7. Okay. Check. King up. Okay. Check here. Check. And not king takes, but knight takes is best. Could have been either way, but they happen to play the best move. Rook back, and then, I mean, at this point, it's not really... Wait a second. Okay, hold on. So here you're telling me instead of just going... let's see. Here, rook back. here, there. So instead of just going rook check, forcing, you know, a trade basically, and then queen, they went knight b6. And you might be wondering, yeah, but like, what if the king starts check? Like, he can't, because the knight's covering the only square they could check the king, and it just blocks the knight. I mean, it's not unfindable, but it's like, it's once again, knight b6 is better, apparently. Knight b4 is also okay, but it's the top move. Is this over yet? It has to be over by now. They're still playing. He's made 4 queens and a rook. So now the guy's playing with his prey. All right, so let's take a look at this game, and then I'm going to move on with my life. Oh, wait, that's my game. Where's... Two misses, and that is it. 2 misses, so they played 91.8% accuracy, 33 of the best moves, 15 excellent, 8 good, 2 book, no inaccuracies, no mistakes, 2 misses. It's only 2 misses. And knight d6, or sorry, knight e6, just to be clear. Like, it is good, but it's the 3rd top engine move. It's not the best. Takes, knight a5. It's weird because the engine is saying knight a5 is actually the best move, but then it says it's good. That doesn't make sense. But anyways, it looks like the top engine move. Bishop e6 is best. Long castles is best, but pretty findable. And then we have, this is weird. Like, I don't get this. G6. G6. So it says G6 is best, but the top, if you guys could see right now, basically the top engine move on chess.com is rook d to e8, which to me just was like weird looking. Why would you think to, I get that this pawn hangs if the other rook slides over, but it was like, okay. Best move. Rook e6, again, somewhat findable, but best move, okay. b5, again, it's always the top engine move. It's like almost always. Here, and then rook a6. Like, what? Rook a6. Why wouldn't you just, I guess the material's even, but I mean, I would think to like, I don't know, I'd play something like king d7 and takes. That looks more human to me, like developing your king. But he goes rook a6, letting the opponent, how fast did he make that move? So pretty fast. And then knight b6. Like, everything else is just, no, I'm sorry. That's okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will be streaming again soon. I'll be making this a YouTube video. It'll be coming out. I am bummed out about that last game. The last 2, really. Can't remember what happened the second one. Anyways, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video.